she will be held up, and he's hoping that they'll come and get some place money.
Quick look at Society Rock, last year's winner again, James Fanshawe, another one who's being realistic. He says their big hope is that it's here, that it's at Ascot. He was second in this race in 2010 and won it last year.
Yeah, when you get a horse that likes it here at Ascot, you know, it really is a massive advantage. And the fact that this horse is drawn near Black Caviar in 13 will also mean that Johnny Murty will be able to keep his eye on him.
Just in the foreground, the checker just getting his girths checked, and Tom Creeley getting a leg up back into the saddle. He's been a bit of a star for Eve Jobson-Norton and seems better than ever this year.
She's brought him back to 6 furlongs. She was running him a little bit further in 7 furlong races. Now she's running him at 6, and he seems to be very consistent now.
There's a better shot there of the checker, and Tom Creeley, who will forever be known as Frankel's jockey. Lucky, lucky man.
This is exciting.
It is, isn't it?
I wonder how fast his heart is beating you.
Oh, I mean, better now that you think that he's in the saddle.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt, it's the one thing like Willie will tell you as well. As soon as you leave that win, you just want to get on with it.
And you can see there Glenn Darrington, the stalls handler that they've specially brought over, and he's even got the Black Caviar colours on his cap. Everything has been thought of because she's like a movie star, and she has security with her. And even the owner, when I said, "Oh, can we have a quick interview?" he said, "Who are you with?" I said, "BBC Television." Please don't say no.
Now, where they are now, Claire, down at the start there, it's very quiet. It's very, very quiet. It's like being in the middle of the heath on your own. It's very, it's calming, as it were. You see,
look. The amazing thing about it all, Willie, and I've noticed all the way through the day, she is not in the slightest bit phased by any of this.
Life, it's all good horses, you get this. The real superstars, like Frankel, life to them is so easy. When they gallop, they're going half speed. Others are huffing and puffing, but she's never ever been put under pressure. So possibly that's why that she just thinks, oh, here we go again, I'm going to go for a canter.
They even moved an Aussie rules match, football match, because of Black Caviar. They didn't want to clash their big sport with her performing. And although here in the UK we are far more football obsessed than we are... exactly, imagine them saying, oh, you know, European Championship quarter-final, we don't want to clash with Black Caviar.
What they're doing in that square in Melbourne at the moment.
This is Krypton Factor, also I've mentioned in passing because of his form with other horses, a high-class sprinter on the Tappeta surface, the all-weather surface in Meydan this year. He's won there 3 times and won the Golden Shaheen on Dubai World Cup night. Trained in Bahrain by Fawzi Nas. And you know, Willie, that Fawzi Nas is really out to try and topple Black Caviar.
Yes, he's a trainer. He wants to. He's been trying to do a bit of sledging on about the Aussies, and he's a trainer who is. I believe. I'm not certain about this, but I believe he's trying to buy a stable to train in Newmarket. So it'd be a new name to be training in Newmarket. And hasn't Newmarket been doing so well recently? The last 9 races here at Royal Ascot have been won by Newmarket trained horses.
Black Caviar just having a rug fitted to make sure that her sides are protected. Peter Moody looking on, and he just wants this race to be underway. We're not many minutes away from start, and everybody just wants it to be off and running because it won't take long once those stalls open. But that rug will just protect her while she's in the stalls, and then it'll get left behind as she jumps out. And having looked at some of her races, Willie, you were looking at them from the helicopter shot above the stalls to see how fast she is.
And you know, she's such a big, strong mare. I don't know which race meeting it was in Australia, but there was a shot of her coming out the stalls with all the other runners. And she is a big thing. She came out first. And of course, she comes out first, and the jockey eases it back to come back to the others, and they're huffing and puffing trying to get to her. And of course, she's phenomenal.
Just to repeat, she has won 21 races in a row. Every race she's run in, she has won 11 of those at Group 1 level, but this is her first race outside Australia, and it's the journey here, it's the different situation, it's the different course, and it's everything associated with taking herself halfway around the world that is her biggest challenge. And Peter Moody has made it very clear he doesn't think there's an awful lot to gain, there's everything to lose, but what there is to gain is a global standing, an international spotlight on her.
Most of the people that are here today, Claire, they want to see her. All the jockeys riding this race want to see how good she is.
and she's slotting into stall 15. She will be closest to the stands, so she could go all on her own, keep away from all the other runners if she wants to. She gets a friendly pattern of, ruffle of the hair then from Glen Darrington. And it's nearly time for the Diamond Jubilee, part of the Global Sprint Challenge. And we have a global sprinting superstar at the head of our market. She's going to go off an odds-on favourite, 6 to 1 on, and it's 5 to 1 bar. Society Rock last year's winner goes forward. Here's Jim.
So here you go, mate. Melbourne Cup as a race that stops a nation. This is a mare that has 2 nations a god. And there's the scene in Melbourne. Everybody watching. They're loading up the last 2. Cheers from the crowd as Black Caviar is installed safely. A couple of them are getting restless. Moonlight Cloud is going to go forward now. This is her biggest challenge here at Royal Ascot, the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. Starter holding up. Society Rock is just rearing. A couple of them very edgy. They're racing in the Golden Jubilee. And Black Caviar's got away to a good start. Society Rock began badly. Soul is going to be the early leader. Out in the centre, Black Caviar travelling on the near side, getting a lead from Bogart. Out in the centre, Jimmy Styles, followed by Ascot. And further back, Dennis Bestia Darjon. Moonlight Cloud takes up a position in the middle of the field from the checker. Pastoral Player is further back in the field. They're followed then by Krypton Factor. Red Rock is out the back and company with Jenky and Serious Prospect, who's at the tail of the field as they race up now towards halfway. And Soul the leader from Bogart, and now Black Caviar ambling up on the near side in third. They're a link to Escalade, followed by Krypton Factor and Jimmy Styles and Restia Darjon. And further back is Jenky. But as they come up now onto the course, Robert, 2 furlongs left to go. Soul is the leader. Now Nolan starts to shake the reins at Black Caviar. She starts to move up on the near side. She draws level now with a furlong left to go. Now he says go on the mare. She gets about a half length in front of Soul. Restia Darjon, Moonlight Cloud coming home fast, but it's Black Caviar in front with 100 yards left to go. Here's Restia Darjon and Moonlight Cloud. He eases up near the line. Here's Moonlight Cloud. It's tight. Black Caviar and Moonlight Cloud in a photo. In third, then Restia Darjon, followed by Soul. Further back is Krypton Factor, and then Serious Prospect back in the field from Society Rock. Bogart the last to finish. He has eased near the line, and this is tight. This is very, very tight indeed. Black Caviar flashing home down the outside, Moonlight Cloud, as they race towards the line. Oh, she might have just got the bobbin. She's got there. She has straight tone. She has got there by a nostril. The winner is number 11, Black Caviar, and the cheers of the crowd and the relief of Peter Moody. He will not be a happy man. Luke Nolan will have a look at it again near the line. But this is the reaction in Melbourne, in Federation Square. A cheer from the crowd as they know now that Black Caviar has scraped home in the closest of finishes to the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. There is Black Caviar. Look at Luke Nolan riding so confidently near the line, but look at the swoop down the outside from these two. He's riding so confidently as they get towards the line, but Moonlight Cloud in the white, in the centre, Restia Darjon, the 2 French horses are swooping. And as they hit the line, it's Black Caviar by a short head. Ahead officially, a neck between second and third. The 1, 2, 3 is first, number 11, Black Caviar, Luke Nolan. Second, number 12, Moonlight Cloud, Thierry Janet. Third, number 15, Restia Darjon, Maxime Dion. And fourth is number 9, Soul, Frankie Dettori. It's ahead by a neck, and the time 1:14.10. She started 6 to 1 on favourite, 5 to 1 Moonlight Cloud, 40 to 1 about Restia Darjon. They are the British bookmakers' prices, and Luke Nolan and Peter Moody. And there is the photo. Luke has realised close home that they were closing, and they came from the clouds. And he shakes the reins of Black Caviar, and she has straight home. The alarm was going off, I'd say, about 30 yards from the line. And this fantastic mare has now won 22 races in a row. 22 straight. She has won the Diamond Jubilee at Royal Ascot in the Queen's Diamond Jubilee year. And Luke Nolan takes her down the track, and in front of this enormous crowd, a crowd of about 80,000 here at Royal Ascot today, he has cantered her down the track, and they will be fully appreciative of that. Down in the silver ring, down in the grandstand enclosure, and then he'll trot back in front of the members. But I would say the relief of connections would be enormous, and also the relief of the jockey, because when he watches that again on replay, he will have his heart in his mouth. He won't sleep for a week.
And he's not the only one who had his heart in his mouth. The whole nation did. The whole crowd here at Ascot held their breath because they thought that this supermare had been caught on the line. And for all of them watching in Federation Square in Melbourne, a huge sigh of relief and a cheer went up when the result was confirmed. And Peter Moody had said he didn't mind if he only won by half an inch, but I thought he was joking. Maybe Luke Nolan took him at his word, because really, that was extraordinary.
I got a little bit too confident, did Luke. He's been winning, sort of easily all the time down in Australia. But here, obviously, she's travelled a long way. She's possibly not as good as she normally is, but she is the best. She has been the best on the day, and there's a lot of relief that the photograph went that way. Because if it hadn't gone that way, I'm afraid the jockey, the rest of his life would have been not very nice, because he looked as though he just took it a little bit too easy. Instead of just having a little peek to see where the other horses were, he just sort of went up to the last quarter of furlong with just hands and heels, very quiet.
Well, let's have another look at it, because I'm sure many people will have been rewinding going, what happened there? And it was almost, he didn't want to get serious with her. He doesn't want to give her a hard race because the travelling that she's done, and because they want to go elsewhere in the world and try and win another of these global sprint races. But really, he almost pulls up last sort of 8 strides.
Look, he is pushing her out there. He's got his stick waving. He gave her a little tap there, backhander, another little backhander, and he has. He's flipped her a few times, and obviously now he's sort of keeping her balanced. He hasn't stopped riding. He stops riding now, and he's
Let me ask you an honest question. Has he mistaken the winning line?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see what he says when he gets back. But he did actually stop riding there for the start or two.
And you can see there the conflicted emotions of all of those associated with Black Caviar, as they thought, oh my word, she's been caught. And then the jubilation when it is confirmed that she has not been caught. She's hung on, and she has won the Diamond Jubilee. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in the UK and everyone in Australia, she has travelled halfway around the world, defending an unbeaten record. She has hung on. It may have been tight, but she has won her 22nd race. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Diamond Jubilee, Black Caviar.
Hasn't gone